So we're talking about the creative process, in this case the creative process of your latest creation for Malthouse Theatre, The Little Match Girl. Where do you begin?
Where do we begin? We'll just have a look at this guy. Say the big loud, I think. Yeah. That's too rude, we can't say that. We'll make up something official. Oh, my darling, teeth so bright, sharp as razors, shine so bright, I know. Well, this one began as actually as a piece I was going to do for a theatre in New York, and they wanted a dance spectacular at Christmas.
Right.
The Little Match Girl seemed like a great Christmassy, New Year's Eve sort of story with a very loose framework of hallucinations, which meant that there could be really a lot of artistic freedom to make those whatever we wanted. All my mother's lullabies, you wrote them all, how wide your eyes. They're like sauce.
And does it happen to you very much that you start somewhere quite different to where you end up?
When we're writing together, we usually have like we don't sort of randomly write songs together usually. We've got a very strong idea of what we want to say in the piece.
Quite often we'll start with a particular idea of a song, and Meow will write a chorus, for instance, and then the lyric for a chorus, and then I'll write the music for the chorus, which then suggests a verse. And so it's a very fluid kind of a dynamic where we start and often end up with, I'll have a tune that Meow massacres.
In the most loving way.
And no, she'll come up with a melody quite different to mine, which suits the song absolutely, because her connection to lyric is from the performer's side, and mine is from the creator side, and no one ever wants to hear my voice. So I have an odd kind of a version of what a tune voice might be.
They have all got a name. Some hang on fishing line, some on trees at Christmas time.
So the partnership is obviously a key component to the development of the work. You
absolutely
throw ideas to each other that you each build on.
And we've done that in separate rooms, like Elton and Bernie. Not at all like Elton and Bernie, but often just because we played so often together.
Yeah.
It's so speedy when we're in a room and we go, I could do something like this, and then that'll spark Meow off in a particular direction, and then her doing something will spark the music in a different direction. So often it can transform almost out of all recognition from what our initial impetus was.
That's true.
If I have a failing, it's that I tend to go for the delicate, more beautiful option, and Meow has more punk and more of that kind of New York grit at the core of her. So she'd go, actually, let's kind of give this a real drive up the...
It's the theatrical breath of, I guess I'm always trying to negotiate reality and self-judgment that I have on stage.
Do you have a comfort? I mean, I've seen you in so many things, and you seem to discomfort is part of your story, isn't it?
Well, though, there's something where because it's improvised, there's a danger in that. There's also sort of vocal danger and stupid physical danger often in what I'm doing.
My comfort zone is broken most by working with people with whom I don't trust, and when there's some element of trust that's broken within that. And for me, being in this environment is very comfortable because that trust is very deep and long-standing. And sometimes you don't know that, until you're deep into a process with someone and you realise that you're on very different pages, and that can be really tricky. And that's the bit that I find most personally confronting, because you instantly turn that back on yourself and go, have I been unreasonable in this situation, or have I misread something, or at what stage did we cease to sing from the same hymn book? And they're the moments that I find the trickiest, I suppose.
You cross so many different musical genres. Really, you work very comfortably in the orchestral world, but also the world of opera, and make work for theatre and collaborate with artists like Meow.
The diversity feeds me, I must say. So in writing an orchestral piece, which I find lonely, I find sitting in a room by myself, producing things which 80 people will sit there and interpret themselves, I find that quite confronting.
Yeah.
Theatre feels like my home, and there's a great opening in the collaborative environment that allows you you get instant feedback. That's awesome.
There we go. Good? Happiness.
When do you feel the work's finished?
Never, never. Earlier I used to feel guilty about repeating anything that happened spontaneously. And if I'd watch something back occasionally, I'd think, God, it sounds like it's been written by a whole team of bad Las Vegas jokes writers, you know, like, it sounds like shtick, but it just happened spontaneously. So part of it's been about embracing that it's okay to repeat things if they work, and that it doesn't always have to be entirely, it always is new, but there's something about, and you can also hone those discoveries, you know, into a more powerful punch. The piece evolves night to night, and also then the material, I think, goes on, which is kind of exciting. The themes are all still relevant. Yeah. Happy now?
That was nothing like before.
Nothing like before. Improvisation, keeping it fresh.
What is it about this vast land that breeds such innovation? Innovation in the arts. Innovation in the home. Today, kitchens everywhere have a Zip Hydro tap. Boiling and chilled, filtered water instantly. Australian innovation and design. Zip Hydro tap, used by millions around the world each day.